Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to All You Can Eat Improv with your friends Comedy Flops. I'm your host, Creme Fraiche. This is, I believe, our 13th virtual improv show. Might be our 14th. I lose track, but we've done over 12 of them now because we've been doing this for over a year. And we do them just like we do in person to support organizations in our community. And this month we are supporting the Mental Health Association of Tompkins County. They do great work helping our community. And I'm happy to say that we've already raised $300 for them before we even started the show. Right, Riggy? Right. Yeah. And so that is by no means encouraging you not to contribute if you haven't. The link is in the chat on our YouTube feed, so check that out. And if you're seeing an improv show for the first time, whether that be online or not, everything we're going to do tonight is going to be made up on the spot. The only thing we know about tonight's show is who the cast are and what the games are that we're going to be playing. So as we get to each game, we'll put some what we call ask fors in the chat, and we'll say, tell us like names of famous people, and we ask you to type them in, and we will incorporate your suggestions into our game. The more suggestions you give us, the more weirdness we can create for you, and the more fun we'll have together. All right, that's what I wanted to say to you. So let's welcome the cast of tonight's show. Let's start with, I don't know, there's so many good choices here. I guess the man you wouldn't want to have surgery from. Let's welcome Dr. Brainpee, DSB. DSB. All right. Very deep in the heart of the Arabian desert. Give a big set of applause, a round of applause, some kind of applause to Camel Treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome not only the pride of New Roots, but now the pride of Emerson College, Hand Rations. The man who keeps our technology going no matter what problem, no matter what Rigamarole, it's Rigamarole. Ooh. I think he's eating rigatoni tonight. And finally, the 1972 Wimbledon champion. Please welcome Joe Lobb.
Hello. He's serious.
All right. This is our cast of characters, the rogues that are going to bring you improv tonight. We're going to start with one of our new favorite games. I think, did we create this game? I think we created this game.
Yes,
we did. We didn't steal this one.
I created
Excellent.
This one.
Yeah. Jess Hand Rations created this game. We're going to have to note that in the Floppernomicon, the book of all things flops. So this game is called Karl Barks, and how it works, if you haven't seen it, is we're going to take a celebrity, famous person's name, like Karl Marx, and we're going to change it in some way, and we're going to say how that change describes him. So when he's a dog, he's Karl Barks, etc. You got it. All right, let's see what wonderful suggestions you have for us, and there are lots and lots and lots of them. Let's see. I'm going to go with, starting us off, Tom Hanks. We're going to go with Tom Hanks. When he hasn't showered in 3 days, he's Tom Stinks.
When he's in prison, he's Tom Shanks.
He's forgotten what he's going to say. He's Tom Blanks.
When he's making a lot of money, he's Tom Banks.
When he is serving in the military, he's Bomb Tanks.
When he's a cheerleader, he's Pom Pom Blanks.
When he's wearing stretchy pants, he's Tom Spanks.
All right, let's get another one. How about Albert Einstein? Albert Einstein.
When he's carrying a medieval sword, he's Halbert Einstein.
When he's got his mojo working, he's Albert Feinstein.
When he's one of the main characters from The Office, he's Jim Halpert Einstein.
When he's trying to get what's coming to him, he's Albert Get Mine.
When he's lost all his hair, he's Albert Scheinstein.
When he's out in the bar, he's Albert Bierstein.
When he is finished taking the same period of non-bats as Tom Hanks, he's Albert Grimestein.
When he's being a little cheap, he's Albert Nickel and Dime.
Okay, next, Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe.
When she's going down the aisle one more time, she's Marion Monroe.
When she's decided not to marry, but she's still feeling that need, she's Marilyn Aho.
When she's had 9 of the digits on her feet amputated, she's Marilyn One Toe.
When she's in Congress and she doesn't like the bills that are coming her way, she's Marilyn Veto.
Okay, John Lennon. John Lennon.
Ooh, too soon.
When he's deodorant, he's John by Menon.
When he's working at the post office, he's John Senden.
When he's writing his memoir, he's John Pennon.
When he's eating health foods, he's John Lentil.
Okay, Mark Twain. Mark Twain.
When he's trying to get somebody else to take the fault for him, he's Mark Blaine.
He's playing with the cat with some string, he's Mark Twine.
When he's a professional wrestler, he's Mark Payne.
When he's feeling pretty smart, he's Mark Brain.
When he gets into model railroading, he's Mark Choo Choo Train.
He's a character in League of Legends, he's Mark Swain.
When he tries to run, he's Mark Sprain.
When it wasn't his fault, he's Mark Blame.
When he's clogged the shower, he's Mark Clogged the Drain.
When he's flying as a small bird and hits an airplane, he's Lark Stain.
All right, let's do one more. Gonna go with the fictional character Jean-Luc Picard. When he's got a finger deep inside there, he's Jean-Luc Picard.
Crap. When he's feeling like a dancer, he's John-Luc Leotard. Leotard?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, well, I tried.
A what? A what now?
When he breaks a vase, he's Jean-Luc Pichard.
Okay, that's Karl Barks. All right, I think we're warmed up. So we're going to play the next game of our set. This is a game called Bing, and you may recall if you've seen Bing before, it's a 2-person scene. They're going to do just a typical scene, but at some point, they may hear this sound. It's everybody's favorite, and brought to you by Swine Girl. Oh, you can't see Swine Girl. Wait, there she is. Da, 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 there she goes. Da, 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 bye, Swine Girl.
Swine girl.
Swine Girl.
And this is why we don't do musical games over Zoom.
Exactly. So when you hear Swine Girl, they'll have to take the last thing they said and change it in some unusual way, often amplifying the scene. So I asked for suggestions for a relationship between these two flops and a non-geographical location. This is a game, by the way, for Rigamarole and Camel Treasure. And so they are going to be 2 baseball players, and they're at a liquor store. 2 baseball players at a liquor store. Let's see it.
All right, Brett.
Yeah.
Gotta pick up a bottle of champagne so that we have something to spray after the game tonight.
All right, well, what's Coach's favorite?
That's a great question. I mean, you know, Coach Wheeler isn't a sophisticated guy.
Yeah.
He's more of a champagne of beers guy. So I guess we could just pick him up a 6-pack of that.
Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Well, what's your favorite then?
I like Asti Spumante.
Mm.
I like something flagrante. I like salsa verde.
Oh.
It's a different kind of champagne.
Oh yeah. Well, how about this? How about this? We well, first off, we spit out all this. Well, I guess I don't know what you got. I got Big Chew. Spit out this big. I don't know about you, but I got solid Mountain Dew. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking about Timbuktu.
That was a great year when we went to Timbuktu.
It was, yeah. So, anyways, spit out your whatever you got in your mouth there, if that's tobacco or gum. Let's take some tasters. You know, take some tasters, and we'll pop a couple bottles right here in the aisle, right?
This one's got some bubbles.
Yeah, okay.
This one is gonna be trouble.
I bet so. Okay. All right. However, I think we're missing the point here. We're just tasting this. We really got to see what the spray factor is when we open the bottle, right?
Right.
We're tasting this, but we really have to see what our praying's like after we open the bottle.
All right.
So let's see. Let's see your post-game prayer. Let's go. Let's see what we got.
Dear Joe Boo. Dear Josephette, I thank you for the 3 hits you gave me today, and for blessing my glove, and for blessing me with love of this stolen base. Now you go.
Okay. Well, I think I'm actually going to pray to the god of pop flies instead of the generic god of baseball. So, dear Papa Fly, I appreciate the amount of pop flies that were present in this game. I spilled a little bit on myself right there. I'm afraid they left their elf in the shelf up there. That's weird.
Crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, the prayer. Yeah. Hope I catch the next one. Cheers to that.
We're missing the final part.
Oh, beers and hats.
The final part. The reason we're doing this is we have to see if it stings our eyes when we get it in them.
Right.
So,
Right.
Ah! Ow!
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Goggles. We need goggles.
Boggles. We need boggles.
Troggles. I'm seeing troggles. Ow!
Baseball. Woo!
Oh.
I kept wanting you to throw more water in your face.
I think he ran
I
out of
didn't
water.
have
Was
any
the
more.
problem.
I did. That's right.
I kept a little in mine because I had a feeling.
I wanted to see how far you'd go. Nice job. Good commitment. That's what we like. That's what we like in our cast. Good commitment. All right.
My assistant
Good job,
just brought
guys.
me a towel.
Nice.
Mine didn't. Thanks.
All right, for our next game. This game is called I'm gonna laugh about this for a long time. It's called Inner Dialogue, and this is another 2-person scene, but in this particular game, we're going to see 2 actors. They're going to do their scene, but we're also going to hear their inner thoughts. So the 2 folks in the scene are going to be Dr. Brainpee and Rations. They're just going to have an ordinary scene. But every now and again, their inner voices of Rigamarole, sorry, Riggy, I didn't know there's going to be water involved, and Joe Lobb are going to come in and tell us what they're thinking. And so to inspire that scene, let's see, do we have, okay, we've got Dr. Brainpee and hand rations on the screen. To inspire that scene, I'm going to give you a relationship, and I'm going to give you a non-geographical location. So you are siblings in this scene, and you are on top of a thumbtack. Siblings on top of a thumbtack. Okay, let's see it.
Oh, get off of my half of the thumbtack!
No, Mom said it's my turn to be on the point of the thumbtack.
No, it's my turn.
You're always so selfish about who gets to be the most injured by this thumbtack. Like, I'm just as cool as you are. I can be on the thumbtack.
Little does he know, Mom doesn't keep track. I do.
No, I only have two holes in my foot, and I need 3 because 3's a better number than 2.
And chivalry, they say, is dead. They were right.
3 is not a cooler number than 2. The numbers can be ranked 9, 7, 1, and then the rest of them are just losers.
That is because I do not know the rest of them.
No, 1 is the loneliest number, followed by number 2, and then therefore number 3 is the coolest. And that's why I need 3.
Antique song references, yet.
I knew 1 was the loneliest number. That's what makes it cool. It's so cool and mysterious. Like I will be when I'm the only one left on the thumbtack.
No, over my dead body or my thumbtack prickless body.
That could be arranged.
That could be arranged.
I'm gonna arrange it.
I'd like to see you try.
Well, oh, look over there.
Well, where? What?
Oh, forgive me, my weak arms cannot shove him down the pipe, the tag.
What was over there?
It was just a bird, but over there.
Go, elbows, go!
I can only confuse his brain a little bit more. I've got it made.
That's it. Like, is there? Wait, I mean, what kind of bird is like a turkey vulture? I love turkey vultures.
Yeah, it's a turkey vulture. It's like a purple turkey vulture. It's something I've never seen.
And it's pining for a hug.
Wait a minute, purple turkey! You're trying to get me off the thumbtack. I see through your quick games. No, not on my watch.
I'm serious. There was a purple turkey vulture, and you know what? Purple turkey vultures don't like people who stand on thumbtacks. I am trying to fall on this thumbtack for you.
He's gonna buy it. He's gonna buy it. He's gonna buy it.
That may be so, but if the turkey vulture doesn't like you, the turkey vulture eats you. So, yeah, prepare to get eaten by a turkey vulture.
And you're more food than I am, so.
Be honored to be food for a turkey vulture. They're so magnificent, and that's what I want to be in my next life. So like it's just getting the process done sooner.
In the last life, I was dessert for an owl.
Well, then you better get on it and get off my thumbtack.
I cannot believe you. There's 100 other thumbtacks in the box of thumbtacks that this was from. Why does one specific thumbtack?
Hopefully he doesn't know why.
Cause it's the special one, cause it's weird and bent a little bit.
Like you.
You're weird and bent a little bit.
Don't make fun of my scoliosis. Mom told you not to make fun of that. It's not something I can prevent.
I'm not talking about scoliosis. It's an expression.
God, it hurt my feelings though.
Okay, fine. Would it make you feel better if I let you stand on the thumbtack a little bit more? Like, I don't want to get in trouble.
I hope it does not make him feel better.
Yes, it will. Get off my thumbtack, loser!
sounds
great.
painful. That sounds very painful. All right, nice job. All right, our next game is for everybody. Let's get all the flops back here on the screen because it's time to play your favorite game that we made up. That's right, that Hulk they call 15, the game where they have to name 15 of somethings in 15 seconds. Now, it doesn't matter how many seconds, they get as much time as they need, but the first one sets the time and everybody else has to beat the time. So let me get the timer out. And tonight's topic for the Hulk they call 15, you have to name 15 things that are taller than 15 feet. And it's for Dr. Brainpee, 15 things that are bigger than 15 feet. And go.
The Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, my house, 3 basketball players standing on each other's shoulders, the basketball hoop, the football goal post thing, 16 feet of rope standing up on its end, a boat sail mast thing, they didn't teach me this in school. 16 feet tall, Little Caesar stack of pizzas.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Please sponsor us though. That would be really sweet. I'll take those pizzas. What's outside my car? 12 cars on top of each other. A really big monster truck. A football stadium. God, this is so. Why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? A flagpole. A really big tree and a bridge.
Yes, okay. He's done it. He's done it. But Flops has taken him 1 minute. I can't show you. 1 minute and 20 seconds to do it. So I like your chances of beating Dr. Brainpee on this. So the time to beat is 1 minute and 20 seconds. Rigamarole, go. 15 things taller than 15 seconds.
Ready?
15 feet.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. An Olympic-sized swimming pool tipped this way. 35 Hyundai Sonatas stacked on top of each other. The concept of Gumby. 4 million pieces of paper all stacked on top of each other with sandwich bread in between each one. My sneakers, if you undid them and stretched them out and then stacked them up for my entire life. My intestines, if you put them up a pole, like just a pole the length of my intestines. My ego, the number of times Mike said if it was in size 48 font. All of our tongues rolled out with a rolling pin and then stacked up on top of each other.
Nope.
A pile of all the hair we've grown in our lives. The stretch of road from here to Massachusetts. If I spat a lot, I mean a lot, and then put it all together, it'd be bigger than 15 feet. The world's largest waffle, the world's largest waffle iron. My house.
Sorry, you have failed. You have failed. 1 minute 20.
Champion.
And I'll tell you, I would not have accepted at the end. I was gonna screw you over and not accept the concept of Gumbies unless you could quantify it. So, all right, the time to beat is still 1 minute 20, and it's to hand rations. Hand rations and go.
Okay, a hot air balloon, the inflatable tube guy from outside a car dealership, a cookie the size of the earth, a planetarium, Cthulhu hypothetically, my house turned on its side, the wingspan of everyone doing the YMCA at a wedding, put together, of course, all of the yogurt lids on earth, put together, a T-Rex skeleton, 1 billion Star Trek VHS tapes, all of the wigs ever used on like RuPaul's Drag Race, all stacked on top of each other. Home Depot turned on its side. If you typed out the entire script of Finding Nemo in one sentence in like size like 72 font. Every scrunchie ever made, cut apart and tied together. New Roots probably, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna accept New Roots. New
Yeah.
Roots is in fact taller than 15 feet. Hand Rations has set the new mark, 1 minute, 8 seconds.
Wait,
Funny, your house is-
hypothetically, but Gumby, the concept of Gumby, no?
You said the concept.
Right,
Concept is different from the creature.
right,
Funny that your
exactly.
house isn't 15
That was
feet
the
tall,
that was the
not on its
difference,
side.
Riggy. And but Riggy, even with that, you blew time before you hit 15, so you know. All right, minute 8 is the new time to beat, and our next contestant is Joe Lobb. Joe Lobb,
No.
go. 15 things greater than 15 feet, and
Taj Mahal, the Supreme Court building, Petronas Towers.
something other than buildings.
Yeah, okay. Godzilla, Gamera, Evel Knievel's failed jump over the Grand Canyon, a 400-yard track, an athletic stadium, the height of a football thrown and a touchdown pass from one's own 30-yard line to the following goal. The Massachusetts molasses disaster. The total amount of rage and angst before the last election on both sides.
Sorry, Joe Lobb. You had some creative answers. I would have awarded an extra point for the molasses disaster in Boston.
Which part of the molasses disaster? Like the tower itself, or like all the
molasses.
I was thinking all the molasses.
End to end, yeah.
apply too, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Camel Treasure. It's a minute 8. That's beatable. It's one of our longer times to have to beat, so I feel like you can do it. But are you ready to name 15 things taller than 15 feet? And go.
Semi-tractor on edge, a 2-story house, an upper deck of the stadium, 10,000 pieces of unchewed bazooka bubblegum, 20,000 pieces of chewed bazooka bubblegum, every ticket I've ever written stacked, 10 drum kits stacked, a parking garage, the Megalodon, Mars, every Yanni fan standing on everyone's shoulder, barely. The Sears Tower, a Mets pop out, my existential dread, oh criminy, a theater,
56 seconds. Camel Treasures are winner tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized how loud I was. Sorry, audience.
Wasn't sure if you were going to give me the Yanni one. I mean, it's really close.
Well, it was that or your existential dread, but I feel
Oh,
like
man,
that's
it's
I
much
feel like
bigger
it's a real thing, right? So yeah, I can relate to that, so I gave it to you. I know that's really close to the concept of Gumby, but sorry, Riggy.
Gumby represents our existential dread.
If he had tied that together, I'd have awarded it to him.
You did accept my ego, so
That's true, right? Well, we know that's bigger than 15 feet.
Gumby is your ego.
Gumby
All
is my
right.
spirit animal.
That's right. I like that idea that Gumby would be that. All right, good deal. So for our next game is called Interrogation. Dun dun dun. And for this game, we are going to interrogate one of the flops who's committed a heinous crime. And the flops who's being interrogated is dun dun dun, Dr. Brainpee, DSB. So he needs to mute everything so he can't hear what's happening because we're going to get suggestions. You can't hear us. Okay, good. So in the chat box, I need you to give us some suggestions as soon as the feed catches up. Dr. Brainpee has done a really terrible crime. It is something unusual and silly, but he still did it. What is it Dr. Brainpee did? What unusual thing did Dr. Brainpee do? And while you're thinking about that and typing that in the chat box, I also want you to think about what famous person he committed this crime with. So what bizarre, weird, silly crime did Dr. Brainpee commit, and what celebrity did he commit it with? And while you're typing that in the chat box, tell us also, why did he do it? Why did they do it, right? So to review, we need your suggestions for what silly, weird crime did Dr. Brainpee commit? What celebrity did he do it with? And why did they do it? And I have a feeling it's going to be a dumb reason, right? Yeah. So let's see as the answers come in. And for this game, the police officers that will be bringing Dr. Brainpee to justice and getting him to confess will be myself and Camel Treasure. Let's see. I see some good suggestions coming in. Keep them coming. Well, I will tell you the crime at least that he committed. He did in fact step on too many ants.
Oh.
And we're going to get him to confess
monster.
that. Yeah, a monster. But we need to know, who did he do it with? Who did he do it with? And I see a suggestion in there, but let's see. Oh, I know who he did it with. He did it with, of course, Gumby, right? Yeah, he did it with Gumby. And finally, if you haven't, thank you, Ari. That is exactly what I was looking for. Yep, he wanted to be God. Okay, so Dr. Brainpee, I'm going to write this down so I remember. He stepped on too many ants.
That's what I got.
Yep.
Oh.
He did it with Gumby.
You didn't see that.
What?
See what?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? All right. Let's go talk to him. Listen here, listen here, scumbag. We know you did it. We know what you
my
did.
dad was a barnacle. Okay, don't be calling me that. I'm a barnacle man.
All right,
Yeah,
big guy.
Yeah, we're gonna keelhole you, barnacle boy. Okay, we know what you did, right? Am I right? We know what he did, right?
We watched him do it. You saw the tape.
Yeah, I saw it too. You know I saw the
You know
tape.
what I did?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, we do. And so listen here, barnacle boy. Why don't you just make it much easier on yourself and own up to it?
Owning's not something I like to do. I'm a renting kind of guy.
Uh-huh.
I rent, I lease, you know.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yep. Uh-huh. That's probably why you couldn't control yourself, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what, there, guy? You got a little tired there of the magnifying glass, huh?
Yeah, I
Well,
was
that's
wondering
just
that
too easy
too.
for you.
Yeah. You against solar energy to do your work?
I mean, you know, sometimes when you got to lick an anthill, you got to lick an anthill.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So tell us a little more about this anthill.
I mean, what's there to say? It's an anthill. I mean, you never seen an anthill before. It's got ants in it. It's a little mound of dirt. They got ants.
Yeah.
going in.
Okay, tough guy. All right.
Yeah.
You and I both know you weren't licking no anthills. Okay.
No, you weren't licking them, that's for
No,
sure.
not at all.
But you were doing something to them. Yeah.
You absolutely
Mhm.
were. don't you go ahead and tell us that, huh?
Mhm.
Listen, I ain't telling you nothing that's gonna be on my Patreon only content that will be released for $10.99 a video about what I did with an anthill.
Yeah, listen there, Barnacle Boy. You don't get that in jail. You know, you can't profit from your crimes in jail. So you might as well tell us you didn't lick no anthill. You did something to that. Maybe with another part of your body, but you didn't lick it there, Barnacle Boy.
Let me ask you something. Did you learn how to do that when you were in the Army? Huh? When you were in the basic training, did they teach you how to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Did they teach me how to snort up an anthill into my nose? Like a life-saving procedure?
Don't you be toying with us. Don't you be toying with us. It's not like those ants were in your pants and you were shaking them out.
This fucking guy, I tell you.
I'll tell you what.
You gonna be a smart guy?
Yeah, he's
All
not
right.
too smart.
No, all
How
right,
many?
all right. It's okay. All right. I know that, it's a little embarrassing a little bit, but it's okay. All right. I'll admit it. I fucked an anthill.
Well,
Listen,
that
that might be what's on your OnlyFans page, but that's not what we're talking about right now there, guys.
That's not what we're talking
No,
about. Okay,
no,
yeah. So
no.
no, subscribe to my
You want to go a
OnlyFans.
little bit lower there, Barnacle Boy. You want to go a little bit lower. You know, it seemed like you were doing some kind of Texas two-step on that anthill. I don't know.
You got some soul there going on there, huh, guy?
Yeah, some real rhythmic movement.
Oh, you're talking about when I tap danced on the anthill.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you were doing
Now
some...
we're getting closer to the truth, aren't we? But you didn't, you don't have any self-control. You didn't stop at one, did you?
No, I did it all over the block, every anthill I could find. I just stomped on them.
You just couldn't help it. You couldn't help it. You just had to get to stepping, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just kept stomping on anthills.
Yeah. Too many of them. That's right. So listen, we can make it a little easier on you, Barnacle Boy, because we know something about this situation here, don't we? Don't we know something about this situation here?
Something.
We know about this situation.
Yeah, we know about this situation.
So why don't you kind of give up who you did it with? And
we know you didn't do it alone.
No.
Yeah, you know something about the situation, like I did it with Mike, the situation from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, no. He's already in jail. Nice try.
I was trying to pawn it off on him. Damn it.
Yeah. Like we don't see that. Come on. Come clean. You know who you did it with. You know he made you green with envy. You know he made you
look
green
at this
with
guy.
envy.
Look at this guy now. He's being all pokey with his answers.
He's going to the pokey if he don't fess up.
No. You're never getting me. You're never getting the Jolly Green Giant, all right, or his beans.
Oh.
No.
We already got him on.
Yeah, we got him. And his niblets,
you got the Jolly Green Giant, you're getting my whole crew.
No, this one's going to the pokey. I'm telling you, he's going to the pokey. No doubt about it.
Listen, stop being a blockhead and tell us who you did it with.
Yeah.
You're never going to get it out of me. You're never going to get it out of me now or in some kind of cartoon land, all right? You're never getting it out.
Cartoon land. Now we're getting to something. Look, this guy isn't just a concept of something. This is a real thing. And you know you did it with him.
Hey,
you didn't do it with the concept of him. You did it with the actual guy.
Sal, calm down now. Okay,
this guy gets me wound up.
You're getting worked up here.
I am, Jerry. I'm worked up.
You want a piece of juicy fruit there?
Yeah, I could use some gum. Okay, I could. No, not you, Barnacle Boy. Me.
Well, why are you offering?
I got enough for this guy too, but he's got to tell us.
It stretches. It comes in different sizes. Come on, give me a piece of juicy fruit.
All right, we'll give you a piece of
the best. Never mind. All right, here you go. Have some.
You know, Gumby never gave me no piece.
Yeah, we knew it.
Dang it! Oh, jeez.
All right.
We
took that one off the list.
Yeah, the juicy fruit is stale too. Jeez. All right. So we know that you stomped on too many ants, and we know you did it with Gumby. We got that. And you admitted it. So now we got you. But there's just one thing we haven't fully worked out here. Why'd you do it?
Why did I do it? That's why we're here. I mean,
Yeah. And you ain't going nowhere else till you admit why you did it.
well, seeing as how the other place I'm going to be going is jail, why would I be saying why I did it? This is a little better than jail. I at least got some juicy fruit.
Yeah, but someday you ain't gonna be in jail. Someday you're gonna be somewhere else, and it may not be up you go. You might go down, right? You could be burning. So you must have wanted something big. Must have been a big reason you did this. That's all I
Maybe
can
some
figure.
sort of stature or something. I mean,
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't get this guy.
no.
Maybe I did it for a big thing. Maybe I did it for a small thing. Maybe I did it for, a smoldering hot thing. I don't know.
No, you know.
Hey, what if this guy was one of us? just a guy like one of us.
Like you're some stranger on a bus trying to make his way home. Come on, this guy. This guy's more like a concept by which I measure my pain. I'll say it again.
Okay, I mean, I didn't do it for all the fiery burning of hell.
That's right, you didn't.
No,
You thought you were bigger than that, didn't you? You thought you were bigger than the fiery burning of hell, didn't you?
I am.
Okay.
A little bit.
Uh-huh. You thought you were him, didn't you?
I mean, not to toot my own horn, but if you guys didn't catch me, I'd be bigger than God right now.
Uh-huh. I knew it. I knew these guys. They've always got egos, these guys. They want to be God. They want to be bigger than Jesus. I knew it.
We got you. We'll see how bigger than God you are in the clink.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see how bigger than God I am when I break out of the clink with a helicopter coming into my room and he busts it out and the wall explodes and I jump in the helicopter.
Oh, some God.
Yeah, you're not Michael Bay, buddy. You're not Michael Bay, Barnacle
He's
boy.
gonna be directing my escape. I already hired him. That's where I told you where the money went.
Yeah. We got you.
right.
We got you. Officer Rigamarole, will you drag this scumbag out of here, please?
Get out that juicy fruit before you leave. Guy.
I'm on it, boss. I'm on
All
it.
right. All right, Dr. Brainpee, good job. Good job figuring it out. And thank you to our audience for those great suggestions. Those were fun. All right. So now it is time for one of the things I love both. I can't talk tonight. Best. That's the word I want. That's English. Some days my native language. Some days it's gibberish. Anyway, I am pleased to, on behalf of Comedy Flops, offer you, our audience, this cultural experience tonight. We have tonight the poet laureate of Outer Slobovia here. And she is going to share with you a poem for which she won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Ooh, exciting. Now, I don't know about you. I started as an Outer Slobovian major in college, but I just had a tough time grasping the language. And I'm guessing you might not speak it either. So thankfully, one of our flops here, Joe Lobb, actually has a doctorate in Outer Slobovian. So Joe is going to translate for our poet. Would you please welcome the renowned poet of Outer Slobovia, Krzenska Meanstock. Krzenska Meanstock.
Good evening, poetry lovers, and welcome to the Crusty Armpit, where every 62 days we bring you the tops in world poetry. We are especially gratified this evening to have Krzenska Slovak with us. The poem that she has written, for which she has won the Nobel Prize, is based on the location of Outer Slobovia, which is actually between Inner and Outer Mongolia. And the title is, I believe, My Horse, My Bow, and Genghis Khan. And in her home country, this is selling like hotcakes. This is the American premiere of that poem. Please take it away.
What?
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 Sorry, there appears to be a bit of a language barrier here. Uye NK Arts Day.
Ah. What?
My horse.
What?
My horse?
What?
My horse.
What?
Nothing could be more graceful or beautiful than my horse as he strides over the steppland.
What?
He may be stumpy and he may not look all that attractive, but for toughness, he cannot be beat.
What?
My bow.
What?
It is not by horse alone that I earn my living. No, I need my bow as well.
What?
And I assure you that thanks to my Zen training, I can hit a 50-cent piece at 50 yards.
What?
But normally I just use my bow for ordinary hunting, no fancy show-off activities.
What?
And you may wonder why I do all this. And our horses.
What?
I will sign editions of the poem in my dressing room after the show. But not in English. I, of course, will sign in Upper Slobovian. So unless you have a pen that is capable of holding mare's blood, you're out of luck.
What a privilege that was. What a privilege. Joe, your translation, as far as I could tell, was just impeccable.
I slaved over it, you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I could tell. Nice job. And of course to our poet. All right. Poetry translation. And that brings us to our final game of the first set, and then we're going to take a short break. And this is a game for all of our flops, except for me. I will sit it out. But this game is called Pyramid. And how this game works is we're going to start with one flop. I'm going to give them a word to inspire a monologue. They're going to start. At some point, a second flop will come. And when that second flop joins them, they will start an entirely new scene. They'll do that scene for a little bit. A third flop will join. They'll start an entirely new scene. A fourth flop will join, another new scene. A fifth flop will join, another new scene. And then they'll work their way back down, one by one leaving. And each time a flop enters or leaves, the scene changes. And eventually we'll be back to that single flop, doing their monologue with whatever they were talking about at the beginning. Should be great. And so this is going to be a game for everybody. But the person that will be starting it is, let me see here, will be Camel Treasure. And Camel Treasure, the word to inspire your monologue, let's see, from our big suggestion box, it is going to be, oh, yes, I have to go with it. The word is falafel. Enjoy.
Falafel. I've been waiting all day for this. Sitting there, I could just smell them as I walk through Central Park. And here you are, my beautiful, wonderful falafels. Oh, with some tzatziki sauce. And oh man, I can't wait to get you home. Oh man, oh God, you're the best. Okay, so we got to get a cab. Crap. All right, maybe I can get an Uber. I'll take on my phone. Oh, damn it. Come on. Damn it. Oh, this sucks. Okay, I'm going to put you down for just a minute. Don't you go anywhere, you beautiful thing. Okay. All All right, our Uber's on the way. I can't wait to get you home. Oh, yes. Oh, just a nibble, just a nibble. Oh, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh.
Don't eat the paint. Don't eat the paint. Don't eat the paint. Don't eat the paint. That's not part of wine and sip thing. Don't eat it.
It looks so good, though. It looks so good. Look at it.
I know. I know it looks great. It's gonna look better on the canvas.
Okay.
Canvas.
All right. No more eating paint. I mean, out of my
Cleaning now.
We'll take a little drink.
We're putting it in there. Oh no, that's the paint water. Don't be drinking that. I know it's
I'm
acrylic.
new to this. I'm so sorry.
It says non-toxic, but it doesn't mean you should do it.
Uncle Joey, what did you bring for Billy's birthday party?
What'd you bring me?
We never had.
What'd you bring me?
Billy's birthday party? Yeah, I brought lots of things for Billy's party. They're right in my truck. I have this wonderful 25-pound bag of sand.
Oh, he will love that. He just loves to play in the sand.
Catch, buddy.
Oh, it's all over
already.
It's like I'm in the.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and this is Bridget. We're actually out here canvassing for a new political party.
We could sure use them. What do you have to say?
Now I completely Oh, yes, you were going to say, Bridget.
Yeah, no, the amount of people we need in this political party needs to go up so we can, counter the other political parties. So what are your stances out there, ladies and gentlemen of the people?
No fair. You tell us your stance first.
Well, we're currently trying to organize better based off what the community needs. We have a couple of bullet points that we're attempting to address very specifically, but we're sort of interested in what the community's interested in.
I don't know as I like the sound of bullet points. That sounds violent to me.
Yeah, I'm a pacifist at nature. I can't do this.
Okay.
That's fine. We run on pacifism.
Guys, when I inherited this company from my dad, he wanted me to make the best app ever, and I think I've come up with it. Picture this. Awful falafels.
Awful falafels.
There's no other details, it's just the app name. What do we think?
All right. Is it just like bad falafel recipes? Because
it can be. My work is done here. I'm the CEO. You guys are the idea machines.
I think I like it. Awful falafel. We can make it an app where you take photos of people doing awful things in real life, and we dub them awful falafels, and you post them, and then people rate them based on whether they like them.
The ratio of awfulness to falafelness. Like if it's something awful and includes falafel.
See, I've been looking for an app that makes it so I know where people have eaten falafel and then immediately had diarrhea afterward.
Ooh, I've been looking for that too.
We could combine them.
We could put that in there as a feature, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been tracking it myself. If you want, I have it in my book. So.
Wow, that is very thorough. Okay, you're promoted, I guess. I just have one more question here. What is a falafel?
Dave, you know this one, right, Dave?
Yeah, no, totally.
Well, I could spot one at 50 yards, but closer up than that, it's hard to tell.
Isn't it one of those really shiny balloons?
Yeah, filled with beans, right? Yeah, it's like beans in a balloon, right?
Yeah, it's one of those weird bean balloon things, and they shake around.
Make noise. Yeah.
So we have awful recipes for shiny balloons and rank people if they're a shiny balloon or not. And if someone has diarrhea, then that's another side of it.
Yes.
I think this is $1 billion idea. Like I'm the next Jeff Bezos here. Like and you guys are like Jeff Bezos is like weird cousins, all that sort of stuff.
Yay!
Yeah,
I'll take Jeff Bezos' weird cousin.
Let's go.
I'm gonna start working on my resume.
Go team! Woo!
Okay, so I will say we only have one for sure. Not bullet point. stance.
Okay.
Talking point thing.
And that is that we are going to be using government funds to start homegrown falafel businesses.
Seems a little niche to me.
Yeah, okay, well, you tried starting a falafel business in this economy. Thank you very much.
Ooh, there's some sand. Oh, can we go to the beach next? You have any shells? Any shells?
Yeah, no, we got, I mean, not shells, but I got like chips of rust that are coming off the wheel wells of my truck that kind of look like shells.
Excellent.
I bet he would like those.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go out to the truck and see exactly what you got there. And
There you go, buddy.
I'm gonna bring you the best. Be the best birthday you ever had.
So, how do you
Okay.
really get the texture of the falafel through these
Okay.
various browns? Because mine just looks a little pooish.
Yeah, well, that's because all right. I mean, so you mix the browns, you put a little white, you put a little green because it's got some, stuff in it. Also, don't lick it for, I mean, I know you said something about like making, expressionist art and you're just, want to express yourself and licking to make the shape of the falafel. And that's how you make falafel at home. But please don't make falafel like that at paint class.
All right.
Oh God. Oh no, that dude's like squirting. Why do we make a drunken painting class? That dude's squirting paint up his nose. Oh, you know what? Just keep licking the canvas. I don't even care anymore. I gotta go deal with that guy before he drowns in cerulean blue.
All right, our Uber is here. Here we go. Oh no, I dropped it. I can save you. Crap. My falafel, man.
I'm so sorry for your loss. All right. Nice job, Flops. That was Pyramid. And we are going to take a quick 5-minute break to refresh our water bottles and call our mothers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. We'll be back in 5. If you haven't donated to the Mental Health Association, please consider doing so. And I'm going to put the link out in the chat as well. And we'll check the total on the way back. And we'll know if you didn't. And we'll know if you did. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Comfy, please here, and we will be sure to stay. Comfy, let's all see what magical games he can play. He can change into anything.
Just love those dogs in the pre-show slideshow. God, those are the best dogs. Oh my goodness. And we're back here for set 2, Comedy Flops, All You Can Eat Improv, tonight supporting the Mental Health Association in Tompkins County. And we've raised $300 for them so far, but we want to raise more. So if you haven't dug deep into your wallet, creak it open and virtually send us some coinage. All right. That's my shameless plug for the start of the set. Anyway, we're going to start the set with all the flops. Let's get them back on the virtual stage here. And we're going to play an old flops favorite called Sex with Me. Gosh, I feel like we should retitle the name of that game because nobody wants that image. And this is the game where we ask you in the chat to give us everyday objects, and we're going to make a joke around it. Why sex with us is like that object. So we have a couple of suggestions, but please keep them coming. Kara, you are evil, I will say, and I'm not starting with that one. So, okay, we're going to choose instead from our old friend Ann Zesty, who I hear is a wonderful, I think, pair of dogs, if I have that right. Gosh, we should feature them in our slideshow.
That's a great idea.
You like that? I think
This is mean. This
I'm
is
from
mean.
I'm from Long Island. We do mean.
I'm from Chicago, yo. That's what we do.
Right, you also do mean. Okay, when you grow up Mets fans and White Sox fans, you only have mean. So anyway,
I
Defense
just want to
mechanism.
feel included.
sorry, hand.
Well, apparently so do Aunt Zesty's dogs in the opening slideshow.
Right,
God.
right.
Oh,
Exactly.
see, you've got some mean in you too. Right
Oh.
So we're going to kick off Sex With Me with one of Aunt Zesty's suggestions because we love Aunt Zesty and we value her and her suggestions. I feel like we value her
seriously,
dogs
send us
too.
your dogs. We'll put them in the slideshow. I don't care. We'll put any dog in the slideshow.
Yeah, so that's true. So we're going to start with Post-it notes. Sex With Me and Post-it notes. All right, I got one. Sex With Me is like Post-it notes. Get stuck on you.
Sex with me is like a post-it note. You start with a good idea on it and you end up throwing it away.
Sex with me is like a post-it note. It's always a suggestion, but I never have a good thing for it.
Sex with me is like a post-it note. You always say you're gonna get around to whatever's on there later, but you never really do.
Sex with me is like a Post-it note. It's upside down more often than not.
Sex with me is like a Post-it note. No matter how much you stick it to the wall, it always falls off.
Okay, let's do a new one. Let's go with microwave. Microwave. Sex with me is like a microwave. Done in 2 minutes or less.
Sex with me is like a microwave. You can get it at Walmart for $20.
Sex with me is like a microwave. I am not able to be heard. Sex with me is like a microwave.
Speak up, Shuddy!
You can't hear me, can you?
We can't hear you, Rigamarole. All right, all right. We'll just have to play with Adam. Hand rations, you have one?
I was just doing this.
Oh, you're just doing this. It's this, but you know.
Sex with me is like a microwave. If you're really dumb, you'll cut the screen out the front and it'll kill you.
Sex with me is like a microwave. It was discovered by accident by a scientist in a laboratory.
Sex with me is like a microwave, the perfect way to time your brownies. You can't hear me, but they can, I promise.
Oh, we can hear you.
You're just loud. All right, let's do another one. Let's go with our friend Kara again and toenail clippers. This is the person who gave us a cake that said happy something, find the toenail.
Sex with me is like toenail clippers. You just never know where it's going to go.
Sex with me is like toenail clippers. It's totally appropriate to do it in a room with your friends in a plastic bag.
Sex with me is like toenail clippers. It's always best to use it after a shower.
Sex with me is like toenail clippers. Disgusting.
Sex with me is like toenail clippers. You can use them to get the gunk out underneath afterwards.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
New one. Okay, we're gonna go with something different. Let's go with frying pan.
Sex with me is like a frying pan. It's got to be well seasoned.
Sex with me is like a frying pan. It's best on a hot sizzling stove.
Sex with me is like a frying pan, often compared to really hot concrete.
Sex with me is like a pancake in a frying pan. Kind of leaves you flat.
Sex with me is like a frying pan. So hot you can cook an egg on it.
Sex with me is like a frying pan. Well, more like a broken frying pan, hard to handle. Woo!
Okay, I'm going to give one more
Please do.
because our friend Ari gave us one that I think we have to use. It's a callback, Gumby. I have to accept Gumby. Thank you, Ari.
Sex with me is like sex with Gumby. After it's over, your head will be tilted one way.
Sex with me is like Gumby. What a concept. Whew.
Sex with me is like Gumby, feeling a little green.
Sex with me is like Gumby. At some point, someone's going to turn into a ball of goo.
Sex with me is like Gumby. You completely forget it exists, but it is a pleasant surprise when it comes back up.
Sex with me is like a Gumby. My imaginary horse has to be there the entire time.
And that's sex with me. And the best part of this, and I urge everyone to go back and watch this when the video's up. Listen to us, but watch Hand Rations. Her expressions are priceless. Just listen to the jokes, but watch Hand Rations because it's worth the price of admission.
He's tricking you into rewatching our video. Oh no!
Yeah,
You have to watch the whole thing to get to it.
Yeah.
that's right. You can't
There's
fast
a whole
forward.
backstory into why
Don't
Justice
skip
Facial
any
expressions.
ads.
Yeah, and if you play our video backwards, we'll tell you secret messages as well. So
is true.
okay.
Donate more, donate more, donate more.
Right.
You're
So
brilliant.
that was it, verbatim. So for our next game, we need from you suggestion of an historical error. Could be any time in history, but a period. And this is going to be, to inform our game Love Letters. And this is going to be a game where we're going to have two people in love, but they're separated by distance, and all they can do is write to each other, telling the other how much they love them and miss them. And so while we wait for those suggestions, here they come. This is going to be a game for Hand Rations and Rigamarole. Hand Rations and Rigamarole. And let's see what suggestions are coming in for this. I've only got one so far, but I might just go with it. It's sort of Ari's fan favorite. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. Plague Times. You're writing.
Finally got it in, Ari.
I got to give it to him. He's loyal. He shows up. Ari shows up, so props to Ari.
After almost 6 months of trying to get us to say Plague Doctor.
He wore me down. Good for you. And so that's gonna be the period. It's Plague Times, and you are separated for obvious reasons. Let's see that scene.
Dear Mabel, I find myself on the east side of the country, unable to return to you. The things I've seen over here, well, they're most dreadful. I cannot speak of them. I cannot write of them. Oh, that sound of the duck heralds the fall of another man.
Watch out.
Oh, okay. Very good. I'll call back tomorrow.
Thanks.
Please call back tomorrow, Mabel. Hopefully I'll still be here.
My dearest Philip, though your name may change upon me forgetting it, it's one of the symptoms of the plague, of course. It is so dreadful that you heard the duck calling, signifying another dead. Times truly are hard. I think at this point, it might just be better to join the ducks. I mean, truly, our plague doctor masks already have that little cone thing in the front, so I think that I could probably blend in for a couple of days without them being suspicious. Please, write back as soon as you can. I don't know if this will get here by tomorrow. Postage is very slow, and whatever time this is, I don't know. There were a lot of plagues. Your dearest, whatever my name was, again, memory loss is a symptom.
Dear Maybell, I think. You understand. You're right. I have donned a new form. Gone are the other parts of the garbs, only the mask remains, Maybelle. I have taken feathers, and I've coated my body with them. I have become one with the duck, as you recommended, and it seems to be working well. People used to avoid me because they thought I'd get them sick, as I wore that creepy mask. Now people seem to avoid me because I am a naked man covered in feathers pecking at the ground, and I love it. Let me tell you, you must fly out here. As fast as you can. As fast as you could fly, Maybelle. For winter is coming and we shall have to fly south together in a little V formation with the other ducks. And the bread here on the east side of the country is most delicious, Mabel. Love, Philip, but I'm thinking of changing it.
Dearest Philip, but you're thinking of changing it. Yes, everything is going according to plan. You have truly become one with the duck, and people are avoiding you because of it. Now I don't have to worry about my jealous sister stealing you from me. You did not hear that part. You might have read it, but also you did not read that part. I am forgetting that these are letters, and telephones have not been invented yet. I do plan on flying out to the east side of the country. You know this. But you see, some of the ducks here, they don't like the ducks on the east side of the country. I have not fully committed to joining them yet because of this prejudice. But things truly are going south in the, are ducks avians? I think so. World. Yes, it seems that a plague has hit the ducks as well, but not a plague of disease, a plague of hatred. Please, don't get involved in any duck wars. Just be a neutral duck, pecking at the ground, getting odd stares from passers-by. And things will truly be better once it's time to migrate south. You know this, but I might have to be in another V formation. I will wave to you as I fly by, but that will probably knock me out of the sky. You understand this. Your dearest, Maybelle, I think. Thank you for reminding me.
Dear Mabel, the transformation is complete. I am now a duck, completely unhurried. The war has started, Mabel. The humans have taken up pitchforks and have chased me down. I must be running. Quack, 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 quack. Quack 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 quack.
What a touching scene. And unbeknownst to Hand Rations and Rigamarole, the magic word of tonight's show was quack, and that means all the flops on the screen. It's time to play Cabbage or Camel.
Camel!
Oh, that's right. It's time for the flop's favorite game show, Cabbage or Camel, where we decide if an everyday object is cabbage or camel. Are you ready? Okay, here's going to be. Tonight's object is this stray cat's, oh, you can't see it.
Camel.
45. Are the stray cats a cabbage or camel? And first to Rigamarole. What do you say, stray cats, cabbage, or camel?
When you were holding it on this side, it was definitely a camel, and then you moved it over here, and it was definitely a cabbage. Can I see it one more time?
You may.
Hold it way up close. Okay, I'm getting the band members' faces, and that's what matters. I think this is a trick question. Obviously, Billy and Phil are camels, and Reggie is totally a cabbage. Okay.
So what you're saying, Riggy, is you have no idea.
No. I'm saying if we take an average, obviously average of the band is a camel.
Okay.
But Reggie is a cabbage, so.
So you're saying basically a camel with cabbage qualities.
I'm saying it's mostly camel with a little cabbage on top.
Okay, rigmarole. Camel Treasure, what do you think? Stray
Look,
cats,
I'm
camel
just-
or cabbage?
I'm just gonna cut right to the point here. I mean, look at their hair on the album. Look at their hair, and then look at this tuft of hair. Right, it's hard to do this backwards. Look at that right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead on accurate. I mean, it's very clearly they are camels. Look at that. It just that's what it is.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay. Joe Lobb. Stray cats, camel or cabbage?
This is a tough call. There are features of both, but I think what tips me over to the camel side is the eyes.
Mhm.
Soulful eyes of the band members, the soulful eyes of the camel. Cabbages, as far as I know, don't have any eyes. So I think that puts them over the line for cabbageosity.
Okay. It's the eyes. Got a good look at Brian Setzer's eyes there.
What am I saying?
Huh? Okay. Joe Lobb says camel. Dr. Brainpee, what do you think? Stray cats, cabbage or camel?
You know, it's tempting to say camel here, but I mean, so there's three guys means three humps. And you ever see a camel with three humps? No, but what might have three lumps? Cabbage. Just saying, it's a cabbage.
Interesting logic flow on that, Dr. Brainpee. You are after all a doctor. Hand rations, stray cats, cabbage or camel?
See, as you hold it up, one of the main qualities of the Stray Cats, whatever is it a CD? I don't know.
It's old school. Check it. It's a 45.
Ooh, fun. Anyway.
It's a portal to whatever's behind him.
Into the background.
That's right.
As you'll recall, every couple of months, there's this new thing about like romaine lettuce or something like that, where it's all recalled. You cannot get romaine lettuce. It disappears. It's infecting people. We should really just throw out like all vegetables in general. And now cabbage isn't romaine lettuce, but it's adjacent enough that the act of the stray cats thing disappearing reminds me of how difficult it is to get cabbage or any other vegetable. They're all basically the same every couple of months. So, cabbage.
Okay.
Wait, before you make your decision, I want you to know that if this is not declared camel, I am quitting the group and I am burning down my house.
I kind of want to see that.
Did you do?
So cabbage, it is then.
Well, I was going to say, Riggy, that the flops were kind of split 3-2, camel to cabbage, but hearing all the evidence, I actually think Dr. Brainpee made a very persuasive argument. Cabbages are lumpy, and well, if you were to actually feel the heads of the stray cats, you'd find they have lots of bumps, like a cabbage. So I'm sorry to say, and I feel bad for Kara, since apparently you're going to be burning down your home. But the stray cats, cabbage.
It down, burn it down, burn it down, burn it down.
The roof is on fire.
So
All right.
We get the technical difficulties plaque.
That's right. Yeah. Black. All right. That's tonight's episode of the randomly appearing game, Cabbage or Camel. Now back to our regularly scheduled Flops game, which is My Vacation With. And this is a game where a flop, in this case Rigamarole, if he's going to play, has gone on vacation with a famous celebrity. And our host, Camel Treasure, will interview him about this fun vacation trip he took, and we're going to show, of course, photos from his vacation. The photos will be made up by Joe Lobb, Dr. Brainpee, and Hand Rations. And so let me tell you who he's gone on vacation with. So Rigamarole has gone on vacation with Captain Kirk, and they went to the fantastic sewers of Disneyland. So Rigamarole went to the fantastic sewers of Disneyland with Captain Kirk, and we're going to hear all about it.
Welcome back to Just Hanging Out. I am your host, of course, the one and only Harry Balzac. With me right now, I've got a special guest for you. He did something fantastic, and he's going to tell you all about it. Please meet John.
Well, hello, I am John. Yes, I was chosen specifically by Captain Kirk himself to join him on a trip, a wonderful trip. It seems the rest of the cast of Star Trek was not interested in spending time with him anymore, so he chose me. Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. So tell me a little bit about your trip. How did you get chosen? How were you the chosen one?
Well, it seemed that I had a very logical disposition, something that Captain was severely missing after Spock's departure from the crew. I am not quite as intelligent as Spock, and therefore just seem like a person without much of a personality.
Fascinating. Up. I'm being told right now that we have photos. You brought photos with us.
I did.
So,
I took them with my photographic camera, yes.
Phil, can you bring the first one on screen, please?
Yeah, no problem. Here it is.
So tell us what we're looking at here.
Yes, well, you see, when we were joining, progressing to the underground of Disney, I, very bravely, of course, struck a pose to take a picture with what appeared to be Mickey Mouse, what in fact was not Mickey Mouse at all, but instead a mouse that could talk. And he said, and then the captain gave the Vulcan sign for live long and prosper, hoping that would dissuade the mouse from coming any closer.
That sounds both terrifying and fascinating at the same time. Excellent. So tell me a little bit more about the sewers. What were they like?
Oh, yes. They're exactly what you think they would be like. There are discarded wrappers. There are parts of rides that seem to have fallen apart. A couple of children running around in there who didn't like the park that much, and their parents weren't having it, so they just flushed them down the toilet. And there they are.
Wow.
They actually started a little cabal of children, and all of them had different impersonations of different characters from Disney who they were performing as down there. You'd think the obvious one being Peter Pan, but no, the leader actually chose the main character from Treasure Planet. Does anybody you remember Treasure Planet? Yeah, yes.
Wow, that's incredible. Phil, we've got another one, right? Another photo, Phil?
Yeah, we do.
Up, here it comes. There it is. What's going on here?
Yes, this is after the child who was playing at Buzz Lightyear tried to bite me, saying, Space Command orders me to bite you. So I socked him one. So then he put his visor back up. Obviously, his visor was just a salad bowl that he had draped over himself. As the captain, who was not up for child violence that day, put his head down in shame and said, I can't believe you've done this.
That sounds very Captain Kirkish to me. It's a fascinating story. It sounds like you guys like had a fairly perilous journey down there. Is that an accurate statement?
That would be 100% accurate. Perilous, I would say 75% peril, 25% hunger-inducing.
Wow, that's fantastic. Did they make you sign a waiver before you went down there, or?
Oh, yes. And the entry fee was off the charts. Nearly the same price as the regular theme park.
Fascinating. All right, I'm being told we've got one more.
Yeah, we've got one more.
Oh, I hope it's not the one I think it is.
Up.
Yep.
I'm being told right now this one's actually a GIF.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so sorry there. We've got this one backwards. So sorry.
It's a backwards GIF. Hold on. We're gonna take care of this technical difficulty.
Yes, so what you're seeing here is the child that was playing Mickey Mouse, the one who looked like Mickey Mouse, said, follow me! And we followed him deep dark into this very oozing pipe, and as we made our way trudging through the refuge, we opened up onto what was a beach. Apparently, we had gone farther away from Orlando than we thought. And I was tired by that point. I was unamused by the beachgoers. And just the sight of all these people on the beach made the captain queasy. So he was throwing up into a bag, and that bag had an upside down nose on it.
Well, I have to say, there looks like there were some bats in that cave.
Yes, that's actually a bat had flown up onto the lip of the captain. And he said, "This is just like on Orzak 5." And he began to bash the bat with his face, and I wasn't having
Bashed
any
it
of
with
though.
his face?
Yeah, with his face.
That's
and
so
his,
Captain Kirk.
It was amazing.
Oh, well, it sounds like you had a great time.
It was all right.
Really?
Yeah, it was all right.
Are you guys going to do anything else, or was that kind of like a one-off?
I have to tell you the truth. The captain is not a fun guy.
Oh, all right. There you hear it, everybody. I guess Captain Kirk was a little bit of a flop. Thanks for joining me, John, and for sharing your story.
Oh, I'll look this way. Since you're looking that way, I'll look this way. It was great to be here, and I hope next time I get to go with Picard.
I hope so too. Coming up after the break, everybody, you guys asked for him, and I got him. Mike Grundell, the creator of the hemorrhoid pillow, is with me. We're going to talk pillows. We'll talk hemorrhoids. The conversation's going to leave you at the edge of your seat. Come on back in 2.
This is the most exciting development.
Are we out?
We're out.
God damn, fine. Where do you get these guys? I need more bourbon.
All right. Nice job. So it is time now for our next game. And our next game is the alphabet game. Yeah. And that is a 2-person scene. And it's going to feature Joe, Lobb, and once again, Camel Treasure. And this game is 2-person scene. And they are going to have to do a quick 2-person scene in 90 seconds, and each sentence of their scene will begin with the next letter of the alphabet. So while I get the timer ready to inspire your scene, we have a suggestion from the audience, and the suggestion is the cereal aisle at Tops. Okay, that's to inspire your scene. And the letter to start your scene is going to be N. The letter N. Okay? 90 seconds. Build the scene in the cereal aisle starting now.
Need any more cereal?
Of course, I always need cereal.
Peanut butter toast crunch?
Queasy is the way that makes my stomach feel. I'm not crazy about it.
Really, Fred, you gotta just work up this stomach, man.
Stomach? It's the pancreas that's giving me a problem.
True.
Unless you can find something gluten-free, we'll have to go to Walmart.
It's very interesting development there.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I mean. We just don't know what's going on in the cereal aisle of all places.
You take a look how long it is. Gosh, you could do bowling down here.
Zoo Animals. It's a new cereal.
All right, let's have a look.
Bite-sized camel bits.
Are they crunchy?
Delectably so.
Exactly what I wanted to hear. Let me taste one.
Frankly, I don't know if we should be opening this box right now.
Go ahead. No one's watching.
Here.
I love it. Just what I was looking for.
Kangaroos, too.
Little ones.
Okay. Not quite, but a good effort.
So close.
You were so close, and I believe in you. And because I believe in you, we're going to try it again. But we're going to put a little twist on it. Yeah, we're going to do a little twist. This time you have to do every other. No, just kidding. This time, let's do it backwards. Again, starting with the letter N. Okay? Continue the scene backwards, starting with the letter N and starting now.
Never mind. We'll just put this back.
My bad. I shouldn't have suggested it.
Listen, maybe Walmart wasn't a bad idea.
You know what? I think you're right.
Oh, just kidding. Walmart's never a good idea.
I take that as an insult. I do all my shopping at Walmart.
Henry, come on. I'm just joking, buddy.
Go ahead with your rough sense of humor.
Frankly, man, I just don't get you sometimes.
Excuse me, you're the one who's throwing insults.
Damn it. We just got to get through one more shopping ordeal.
Can I trust you to hold up?
But of course, just one more time.
All right, let's go.
Zoinks! This cereal's on sale.
You sure can pick the good ones. That's less than quarter of the price.
Xena Warrior Princess toys inside. Yes!
Wow.
Very wow.
Underneath your coat. Go ahead and stick that underneath your coat. I want that so bad.
Oh, totally. It's right.
Seems a little protruding. Hunch your shoulders a little bit more.
Really? Forward. Got it.
Right?
Oh, so close. A valiant, valiant effort, team. A valiant effort and an interesting scene. A good try.
Oh, well.
It's all right. Let's hear it for Joe Lobb and Camel Treasure.
Woo! Don't patronize us.
But we like to patronize you.
Oh,
all right. So we're going to play now a variation on 5-line movie genre scene, because I realized I want to play it too. We're going to play 6-line movie genre scene. And so,
yeah, 6-line!
So what I asked for from our audience is the name of a film they would like to see made. And we have a couple of good, well, we have actually very good suggestions, but I have one I like best. So tonight, we're going to see an excellent film. Of course, the very famous King Kong versus No One. And first, we're going to see King Kong versus No One as an ordinary scene. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put different movie genre styles in the chat box, and we will do King Kong versus No One as a whole bunch of different genres. But first, we're going to do it just as a regular old scene, okay? And starting with whoever wants to jump on and do the first line. Wow, it just feels like action and adventures in the air today.
Oh my God, I didn't pack the sandwiches!
It's a great day for a tangle in the jungle.
With no one left to fight, King Kong realizes the true enemy, himself.
Guys, hear something?
I don't know what to grab.
Okay, let's see that same scene now in some different styles. And I'm waiting for those styles to come in. I'll just randomly pick one until they do. Let's see that as, let's see it as a Western. All right. Seems like there might be some adventure in the air today.
Dang, man, nobody packed the dang old sandwiches, man.
This rainforest ain't big enough for the both of us.
Nobody left to duel. King Kong realizes this forest ain't big enough for himself.
Don't like that sound, Jeb. I don't like it none bit.
Well, just seems with it all gone, I ain't got nothing else to grab onto.
Okay, let's see it again. Now we're going to see it as a cooking show. Well, there is going to be adventure here in the kitchen today. I just feel it.
Whew, I don't know how we're gonna do this and not get some sandwiches out here.
First thing you do is you take your human and pulverize him till he's soft all over.
With no other ingredients available, King Kong realizes the true secret ingredient was himself.
Oh no, do you hear that? Someone's using their mixer too high. That's gonna be devastating.
Seems to me that Casey from Indiana doesn't know what to grab onto.
Okay. I'm going to go with another Ari suggestion. Let's see it as a documentary, but there is a stipulation on this documentary, a really boring one. So Ari would like us to emphasize the boring. And Dr. Brainpee, your camera's on.
I know. Well, you didn't want to put the room
If
link
he's
out,
not on,
buddy. The room link's up.
Oh, well, there you go. All right. Today feels like a day where there will be much adventure in the air.
Oh dear, it looks like somebody has not packed the sandwiches for this picnic.
And if you seek the fabled monster King Kong, you can look under this tree and you won't find him. And that one, and that one, and that one, and that one.
Is there anything else left to fight? No, it's just a monkey having an existential crisis for 90 minutes.
And then there was a noise.
Well, they just kept getting me confused with Mighty Joe Young, and that made it so I didn't have anything to grab onto.
And that is six-line movie genre scene. And Ari, I hope we bored the hell out of you with that documentary. We tried hard. We tried really, really hard. And we hope it bored you as well. But as the flops know, it is time for one of our favorite moments in our show. It is time, of course, to pay a visit with the Van Bortles.
Ooh.
The man was hell.
That's what's going on.
Cedric, I see you're here.
Oh, yes, Reginald. It is us always that gets the party started.
Yes, that's true. Well, I believe the Van Bortles like us best anyway.
Indeed, that's why we're always here first.
Wedgeworth,
Yes.
why are you impersonating me? How dare you,
Impersonating? Impersonating? You practically got your whole shtick from me.
Well, the real question is, why is Wedgeworth impersonating me?
Two Wedgeworth?
That's right.
Cedric.
Two Wedgeworths.
This is like a...
Can't tell them
like a Where's Waldo? Where's
This
Wedgeworth?
makes my what
Wait.
a murder mystery.
Mystery.
Oh dear. All I hear is, woo! And just to add to the problem, I see Cedric Josephilus is here. Oh, God.
Oh, hi, Josephilus.
Josephilus.
What are you writing now,
Marvelous and
Josephilus?
magnificence.
Magnificence and marvelousness.
Are you writing another
Lobb.
boring article about the Van Bortles, Josephilus, I suppose. Oh, not being the literary type, I suppose you wouldn't know that I made the Van Bortles. No one knew who they were before they read my books. They're part
You
of
made the Van Bortles.
They were known to the skiing crowd at Gstaad and Cabo Wabo and places like that. But to the general public, Van Bortles were caviar
This is
general.
oddly fascinating here. I don't know which Wedgworth I'm rooting for. Dig deep, Wedgworth. Dig
You
deep.
know which one I'm rooting for.
Oh, I'm just so glad Taffy's not here.
Oh, God.
Everything.
no.
We had to
Oh,
say it.
Oh,
God.
Wait,
Oh,
Wedgworth competition. You all are saturating the market on Wedgworth. Soon people will get bored, and then it's taffy time.
Taffy, it'll never be your time.
Taffy
Taffy
time.
time, I like that.
Taffy time.
It's always taffy time
sounds
somewhere.
like a bad children's show.
Sounds like something that I would find after I vomited.
You would be so lucky to find taffy after you vomited.
I would expect to find taffy after I vomited
usually
taffy.
find taffy
Well, that's
before I
because you eat
vomited.
lots of taffy, Reginald.
What's this? Is there a hint of scandal in Van Bortles?
Well,
Orbit? Could be.
Josephilus, who are you talking to? Because it's clearly not us, because we don't like you.
No, of course I'm not talking to you. I don't like you either.
No,
I'm
that's
not talking
one
to
thing we agree on then, sir.
Agreed.
Agreed.
All right, Wedgworth and Wedgwick are really starting to creep me out. I'm
This is a
starting to-
wonderful mirror they have in here.
Yes, a handsome one at that.
Could we? Well,
Oh, my God, his jib.
I don't know who the real one is. Could we just shoot them both?
Oh,
It's
that's
me,
a
idea.
clearly. I'm the real one.
Would I say that?
All right.
Did I say that?
I have a question for you, slightly blonder Wedgworth. Who is Taffy's husband?
Ah, that's a trick question.
That's a real thinker.
Because the raccoon is really her common-law spouse. Ha!
Taffy, you
Gosh, no
slut.
one was supposed to know about that.
You are, of course, aware that he's rabid, so if you see him in the daytime, run the other way.
Your spouse is rabid, Taffy?
Yes, we're only married for insurance purposes. It's very hard to get insurance for raccoons.
I
Think so.
don't even know what to say about that.
You know, the Van Bortles did, in fact, invent rabies insurance.
Oh, that was in their basement lab.
Events for the past 6 months. I've been trying to steal the insurance, but you can't steal an abstract concept, apparently.
She thinks that insurance is an abstract concept. Cedric.
It's not.
Well, I've never seen it.
Poor Taffy.
Oh, poor Taffy. Taffy, is it any wonder why you always sit at the children's table?
The children love me.
Oh, naive.
It's always taffy time and it sounds like a children's show, so they ignore the fact that I am very bad with children.
No, that is true, Taffy. You are quite terrible with children.
Agreed.
The worst.
The worst. But in quite a... Let's be fair to Taffy. In quite a wonderful way is she the
In a
worst
very
with children.
Van Bortles way.
Yes, I have to agree with you, Cedric. I have to agree.
Very concerned about what's going on with the two Wedgworths right now.
Wedgworths, what are you doing? Don't let the Van Bortles see you doing that.
We must have a battle right now. We're in the heat of it.
There's only one way to prove who's the true Wedgworth.
That can only be one.
There's too much Wedgworth for me. I think I'm going to leave.
I think I'm going to be
Goodbye.
sick. Oh, Josephilus, I hope...
Impersonating me. I'm impersonatable.
No, I'm sorry, Taffy, you're not.
I'm impersonator.
Oh, Cedric, why did you go and spoil my point?
What? How dare you?
This is going to be a thrilling climax for Chapter 7. I'd better go straighten up these notes.
Ugh.
Goodbye, all you not fun people.
I must go get my crossbow.
Oh dear, I feel like we'll only have one Wedgeworth, or no Wedgeworths. Oh God.
That would be a dream, wouldn't it?
Yes, Taffy, I have to agree with you. I can't say this in front of them, but you're okay, Taffy. You're actually okay.
I heard it! I heard it!
I didn't say okay at what, Wedgeworth?
Oh, I got hit with a crossbow! I'm the only one who heard it, and I got hit with a crossbow and I'm dying slowly out of frame. Oh, you can't see it, but there's blood. Oh, no! God! Oh, please, don't let the bad
Oh, that wasn't even the good crossbow!
Oh, someone put a sock in him, please.
No, get the
Oh,
sock out
yes,
of my mouth,
fine.
please.
I'm going to go find one of the Van Bortles. Oh, God. Thank you for tonight's episode of the Van Bortles, brought to you by Ace Crossbows, slaying mortal enemies everywhere. Ace Crossbows. You'll get stuck on it. All right. Let's get all the flops on the screen for our final game of the evening. And so, as you know, sometimes we like to help you out because, we like you well enough. And we're going to play a little game now called Good Advice, Bad Advice, Worst Advice. So what we need to know, it's been a while since we played this. We want to know what's on your mind. What do you need help with? Be real with us.
We're here for you.
We are here for you. Tell us how we can ease your troubles with that, okay? Because we care. And so it could be any kind of problem that you're having. It could be a love problem. It could be a pet problem. It could be a going off to college problem. It could be an existential crisis. It could be about Gumby. It could be about the Van Bortles even. Yes.
It could be that you rented a DVD in 2001 that you haven't returned, and now you're feeling morally wrong about the fact that that DVD is still in your possession, even though Blockbuster or the rental store is gone. Like something like,
It could be you rented a DVD from one of the last DVD stores ever, only to come home and discover you don't have a DVD player, right? Really, it could be anything.
I still have Office Space somewhere that from when Netflix did DVDs.
They still do DVDs. You can send that back.
I'm gonna be honest. I know a guy who still gets the DVDs from Netflix and not the streaming service.
I think you missed the point there. Is you can return it.
You can return that.
Where can I mail it to? There's no Netflix DVD service. I can't mail it back. It's been too long.
Yeah. Well, we do have.
I don't have that service anymore.
Yeah. We have our first question. It took a little while for the feed to catch up, but our friend Ari, with the most unusual problems in the world, would like to know how to sell snails. How to sell snails? Sell snails.
It's pronounced Stalin snares. Snares.
Quality content here.
Snails.
Oh, sorry, I'm spinning the record backwards. So Riggy.
Oh, it's me. That's why we weren't going, because I don't get the messages.
Oh well, that would make it difficult. Yeah, Riggy, you're first up on helping Ari trying to figure out how to sell
you want to
snails.
snare snails? I think your best bet is to start working at a pet store, because I'm sure it wouldn't be responsible for you to breed snails and then sell them. So start working at a pet store, and while you're there, start slowly replacing the stock with only snails and snail-related paraphernalia. Then slowly take over the job of the manager position, and then you change the name of the store, the whole design of the store, and then put a shell on your back because you, my man, are the snail man. Boom. Selling snails.
and the nickname Ari the Snail Man was born.
Ari the Snail Man.
Ari the Snail Man. Well, as much as I love Ari the Snail Man, who doesn't love Ari the Snail Man? I have to say Ari the Snail Man is also kind of an idiot. Who's going to buy your snails, Ari? Come on, man. I could go in my garden and get snails for free, right? They're on my plants. I don't want them on my plants, so I can just go pick them up. And if I'm so inclined, and I wouldn't be, I could eat them, but I won't. So, Ari, I'm going to encourage you to think bigger, man. You're an idiot, but we love you, and you're smart, right? And so, set your sights higher. Sell drugs. Much higher profit margin on drugs than snails, okay? I'm here for you, man. Cam, you don't agree? No, really?
You say Ari's an idiot. Ari is not an idiot.
Yeah.
Look.
What's to sell snails? Come on.
But we'll see. Oh, Fraiche, you're just so. Here's the thing, Ari.
All right, go.
Here's the beautiful thing. See, we're Americans. Yeah. Most of us don't eat snails. Some have probably never even seen snails. All they know is that they're slimy. So what you need to do is you need to build a little room in your house that's super dry, and you need to spend as much time in there as possible. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of dry out your nasal passages, and then you're just going to start picking, and you're going to pick little snails. Okay, so then you're going to collect them and you're going to put them in a little bowl. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go into your bathroom and you're just going to get the room really humid so that you just start running, and you're just going to sneeze into there. So now you've got your snails and you've got your slime, and then you're going to go to Walmart and you're just going to start selling them. But you cannot call them snails. You got to call them escargot. And then they'll think, ooh, fancy. And you'll make a mint. And you know what? It's 100% renewable. You'll have a constant source. You'll never run out. And you'll be rich in no time, buddy.
Okay.
Gross.
Yeah. Okay. Odd, but hey. No, I hope that helps, Ari. I do. I hope it helps. We have another question. Oh, I'm very concerned about this person based on the question that she has asked. Joe Lobb, I'm gonna give it to you. This person asked. I'm not going to say her name for her own safety. She writes, "My husband tried to burn down our house. What should I do?"
Well, first of all, do you like your house? It's a simple decision. If you don't like the house very much, then it can be burned away, and you might be able to collect some insurance if you do it skillfully enough. No accelerants. If you do like the house, then I see a problem in communication. He's expressing one point of view, and you, deep in your heart and soul, feel a different point of view. I would say you need to express that different point of view right back to him and say, no, I don't think you should burn down our house. And this will lead to a discussion. I almost said spark a discussion. But communication is always the key in any good relationship. And it seems clear that communication is a little impaired here. So again, the first stop in the flow tree is, do I like this house, yes or no? And there are your options for either one.
Okay, there you go. Dr. Brainpee, what do you think?
So he's got, like, I like his first point and I like his last point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll start with the last point. Yes, communication is key here. You got to talk with, your husband is burning down the house. You got to talk. And I like his first point. He lost it in the middle there where it's like, we're not burning down the house. No, burn down the house. We're burning the house down.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. You're going to burn it down. Where the communication is key is you need to look into your insurance policies. Okay, you need to review your policies, know what you're covered for, and what exactly will void your coverage. Okay, they'll give you a pamphlet, especially if you go ask your agent, be like, hey, can I get a pamphlet on like my coverage? This is my thing. And you'll flip right through it. You'll just memorize, go through with a fine-tooth comb. That pamphlet will give you like at the back where it's like a kind of a book and you don't want to read it. I've been there. Read through that and it'll tell you exactly what's covered, what's not covered. Pick it to a T, burn your house down, get the insurance money, invest it in the most random cryptocurrency you can, and sell it within 2 weeks to make twice profit.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Brainpee. Yeah, hand rations.
See, I think that we're missing the main issue here, which is why your husband wants to burn down the house. And again, not naming any names, but one of our fellow flops has also threatened to burn down a house during our show today. Now, stay with me on this. Stay with me on this. See, we're trying to like identify the core issue for what. He might say, oh, it's because they didn't choose Camel. No, that's just that's what he wants you to think. See, if you'll analyze all this from our show, if you'll go back and watch it, that was a clue. When John said to go back and watch the show, that was a clue. Listen to it backwards, all that sort of thing. There have been little clues sprinkled in here. Second clue, during Van Bortles, there was a theme of impersonating people. One of our flops is being impersonated. And, you know, I think that I have fully cracked who this flop that threatened to burn down the house is. If you'll go back to the Holding Call 15, there was a very big discussion here that led to some negative feelings which have carried throughout the show. That was foreshadowing. That was a warning. So this flop is actually a creature that can morph into different things. Rigamarole is Gumby, and we need to talk about this.
Oh. Yes.
That's sound logic, realistically.
Yeah.
I cracked it.
I don't know if it's bad advice, but it was brilliant, right? Yeah. Yeah.
How did you know?
We knew. We saw it all along. Well, by we really mean hand rations saw it.
Yeah.
So this brings me to really the I think pressing question of the moment is, does Kara know that she married Gumby?
He can turn into anything.
Including a Rigamarole. Wow. So I don't know what else to do.
Doesn't have a plot.
Right. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I think that shocker closes our show. I mean, what more could you do than the reveal that Rigamarole is in fact Gumby?
Well, what you could do is rewatch the video when it's posted on YouTube to make sure and calculate your proof as to whether or not Rigamarole is or is not Gumby.
And and donate as much as you can to the support the Mental Health Association Tompkins County, because they're working to uncover the Gumby plot.
That's true. They are.
If you donate $1 million, you too can become Gumby.
That's right. And if you play...
Not sponsored by the Mental Health Association of Tompkins County.
Gumby. Yeah, that's right. If you play the video backwards 1 million times, you'll learn nothing, but we'll get residuals. And that's important too. So be sure to do that. Okay? All right.
Money.
That's right. All right, that brings us to the end of our show, sadly. We will have this up on YouTube so you can watch it endlessly, as well as any of our past shows going all the way back to the early 2010s. I see some vintage flop shows. Check it out.
How long has this conspiracy been planned?
Right, this could have been...
How deep does it go?
Well, it is our 10th year, so 10 years, basically. It's been going a long time, and you're all... just part of it. We drew you in, and now you're in deep, real deep. Should have known better, but you didn't. Sucker. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in with us tonight. Follow us if you haven't on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Tell your friends. More people at our shows, the better. Things are getting better out there with vaccines. We may be able to return to in-person shows at some point in the near future. We might still do these as well. Yeah. Some of us are double. We're getting there. Hope you are too. Everybody stay healthy. And we'll see you next month. Take care. Bye.
He's here, and he will be sure to stay.
Waving, keep waving.
Gumby, let's all see what magical games
really
he
want to
can
see.
play.
Oh, we have a new swap name. Self-named, but I'm going with it.
Dude, that's no, that's not Gumby.
No?
No, that's not the Gumby song. The Gumby song.